Hi everyone, welcome to our 60-day DevOps course. Before I start the video, just a quick reminder, if you haven't already, please subscribe because once the DevOps 60 days course is complete, I will share real-time DevOps project videos to help boost your career. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated. So today is our day 15 class where I will discuss about what is parameter, what is post, what is environment variable we can use in declarative pipeline. So we can see last class the declarative pipeline and the normal pipeline syntax. So like what is the advantage and what is the basically declarative pipeline, I put some documentation here in our Git repository. So basically declarative pipeline is using Jenkins after 2 point something version, so it's easier to read and write than scripted pipeline. Define using pipeline is just like curly braces and curly braces block, often used to Jenkins store in your Git repo. So you can use your like work and what steps you did in your pipeline all in the Jenkins pipeline. So you can put your Jenkins pipeline to Git repo, so that way anyone can access your file, like most probably your colleague and other employee also. So why declarative pipeline is most readable? Built-in syntax validation. Basically in a declarative pipeline there is some way we can also like build some variation. We can also like add some condition, and it's recommended for teams, for anyone who are working in the team. So they recommended to follow the declarative pipeline. Basically most of the real world project, all DevOps engineers are doing the declarative pipeline. So here is like a simple declarative pipeline which we use in our last class. Just a simple declarative pipeline while it's just showing the echo message hello world 1.1 and hello world test 2.2, and this is one stage, build stage, and one test stage. So I think we already had this pipeline in our last class. So get that file first. So let me go there. So like this is our dev4 class Git repository. That when we did the class, that time we did this. Okay, so let me check the Jenkins file. So you can see the same Jenkins code is there. So now let me create a pipeline with this code. So for that we need the Git repo. So let me copy that one and go to the Jenkins pipeline. Just create a new pipeline. So day TC 15 day. Then you need to see the like pipeline, Git pipeline. So you already know we can put some description here. So we are using the pull discretion. So we need to choose the Git. We need to put the Git repo. So we already know if it is private, then we need to some credential. I need to put it here. I also like I will show you in the end of the class. So let me copy the Git repo. So it's public, so there is no red mark here. So we know it's a main branch, so we need to make it main, and the Jenkins file is there. Let me apply and save. And just build now. We can see it will show the basically this 2 stages and 2 messages. So if you get in the console output, scroll down, you can see these 2 messages. Okay, so this is the simple pipeline. So now in this pipeline we are using one by one thing which we learned in here. So basically first of all we use environment variable. So what is environment variable? Like if in this project, if we want to change something like steps is hello world, so if there is like 100 of steps or 100 of stages, so if all here is like I need to change the hello world syntax, then it is so difficult and also it will take more time. So for that situation we can use environment that will overcome the problem. So if we use the environment variable, then if we use the like something variable name and what variable content you need to put it here, like if we put hello world here, then we just use the same variable everywhere. So if we want to change 100 of lines to hello world, we can just put the change in the environment variable, then everywhere where is the environment variable is used, that that replace that hello world syntax. So let me give you the demo, then you can understand what's scenario. So I will also give total full full code which is used for environment variable. So basically for using environment variable is same thing, after AZ we need to just one block add what is environment, and under that environment is second curly braces, and in this block you can use multiple environment by different line. So here I use image name, and the value of this variable is DevOps steps / myapp, and normally we are using this our production level, so we don't mention hard coded our image name. So we already know when we push any Docker image we need to give the Docker Hub username, then / your project name, then also we can add the tag like version 123 something like that. So in the stage we just change here, we put echo just showing the message, and the variable what we put it here, and the second line is just show the same. So that let me copy this file, and we did everything in the Jenkins GitHub repo, so we don't need to go VS Code or our local PC to edit this and push it. Just try to simple way we can show the example and understand the concept. So let me save. So now run the build now. So build now. So it's run. Console output. You can see the image name what we put DevOps / myapp. So this way we can use basically environment variable, and it will reduce lots of work for us. Okay. So then we use parameters. So what is parameter? When you're using in dev environment, production environment, sometimes we need to mention if the environment is dev, then you do this task. If this is staging, then do this variable. So we need to doing some specific block for specific environment. So this is kind of one type of condition. Okay, so we can use parameters. There is 3 or 4 types parameters. So if it is string type, then it will show a message string. We need to mention it string. Then the name is what is the name of this parameter. So we put here env and try to make it capital because it's recommended way. Then by default, if you don't select any value, it will take the default value. So we mentioned here dev. Then description, what is the description it want to show. It is showing the message environment. So then I add a demo to use parameter. So I use a different way. So same parameter I use here choice. Choice is it's a come in drop down box. There is multiple item. From that item you can choose anyone. So same way, just you need to put a name. So I give the name is environment. So this parameter name is environment. So when you want to use, when you use this name, then it's a choice. So what choice you want to add? I put dev, then string, then put if you want to more, then just comma, then add that staging or QA. So you can add multiple time as you want. Okay, so I add here dev, stage and prod, and description. This is select the environment to deploy, just showing a message. So now it's come stages. So first stage I just put give the stage name is print select environment. So now in this stage I just put echo select environment. Then we are using the parameter. So which way we can use normally parameter? So we need to use the word params, then dot the name of the parameter. So here parameter name is environment. So that's why params and dot the environment, and need to make it second curly braces and use $sign. So this way we can basically use parameters in our Jenkins pipeline. So then I also add other things condition statement, whoever don't have any programming language. So for those I just give this if else statement. This is if this statement is fulfilled. So if parameter is dev, so you do this instruction. So I just put here deploy to development, just giving a message in production level. It will like add some instruction or what code we want to run if that block match the condition. So same way if else so if this one match, then you can do this instruction. Else if this one match, so params.environment equal to prod, then match or do this instruction. If don't match of this, then just else you can do this one. So syntax is like under stages, then steps, then we need to add one thing, scripts, and second curly braces, and make sure close that curly braces, and in this curly braces we are putting multiple statement as we want. Just use else if. So if then first second curly braces start and this if else block finish, so under this block then what condition is match this condition, do all this thing in this block. Okay, so same way this one and this one. Okay, so let me copy that one. So once you see the practical, then you can get the idea. So sorry, so this one, copy and go to our Jenkins file, edit that one, copy. Okay, let's save. Now run the pipeline. So like when you're using parameter, first start you don't see the like line here. So when you are using parameter, it will show extra line build with parameter instead of seeing build now. So but first time it will not showing. This is like bug of the Jenkins. So if I click build now, it will execute the code but not showing the like line build with parameters. So you can see conditional execution also added here. So code is executed and it's done. So if we go the output, so you can see by default is showing the dev environment and what message in the dev environment is showing. So let me run this code again, then you can like get the idea. So now we can see it's showing build with parameters. So now if I click the build with parameters, you can see the choice box. So what choice box we added, you can see. So now if I use prod, then build now, then what you will do, let me get the output, then I can see you. So like when it's getting the pod, it like this message is showing. This is pre-selected environment. So select environment is the fixed sentence, then prod is come from the environment. So go to the code, so like this. So echo select environment and this value what we select, so we select here prod, that's why it's come params.environment is replaced with the value prod. So this way we can use like parameters. Then it's come with condition, so which condition is fulfilled, this one fulfill, no, this one fulfill, no, this one fulfill, yes, because it's select prod, so our environment prod equal to prod, so it's fulfill this one. So then under this block what code or code like what code we want to execute, those are is here. So here we put just only one message echo deploying to production to environment, that's why it's showing this message deploying to production the environment. So this way we can like run any specific command depends on any condition. So like this is very important for us when we are using real-time work. Okay, so there is another way I also showing a condition. The same way here I like use parameters like two type of variables and try to get some flavor of production level work. So here I put like string name I put image tag. Okay, so default value is be latest and the description is showing docker image tag. Then boolean it come like true or false, we already know this. So boolean param is true or false. So name is push image, then default value is true. When we select true, that checkbox it will be selected and the description of the message push image to Docker Hub. Okay, so we are using environment variable image name Then first block we clone the code, and second block it will push the image basically, but we are just showing the simple way. So we just commit this code because we don't want to push any Docker, build any Docker image. So we can see in the like real life world, we can do some command here. So what command we like you want to use, we can run that way. Okay, so but we don't want to run this way. We just only showing the message. So like building Docker image with the params with image tag. So image tag will be show this one. So if we don't like type anything, it will by default showing the latest. So it will show the message building Docker image with tag the latest version if we don't select or type anything. Then is come push image another stage where I use when condition. So for when condition syntax, we need to write this way. So when and the curly braces will be completed. In that curly braces, we need to mention expression and return params dot push image. So params dot our variable name is push image. So if that is true, that means if that box is selected, then this will be executed. If that box is not selected, that means it's not true, then this code will not be executed. So this way, this is another way we can use like condition. So when are using like a declarative pipeline, so which way we like prefer, we use that type of condition. Sometimes we use when condition, sometimes we use if else condition. So let me copy that one and run the code, then you can get the exact idea. Sorry, not this one, this one, this one. Copy, then go to our Jenkins file. Now edit that file, copy. We need to log this code because we don't want to build any image. So now run the code. So same way like when we run the first time, it will not like show the right one. So need to give the build one, but the code will be basically executed. So what code we put in Jenkins file, that will be executed, but in params it not showing. Then you can see the all push image, build image, all is coming. So if you go to the output, we can see by default it's select the latest message. That's why it's select latest. Then it's selected by default like checkbox. That's why it's like showing the message. But basically, let me run the program. Otherwise, you don't understand properly. So give me the building build with parameters again. Now we can see what we put here. So by default, it's showing latest message because we are give the name and default is showing latest. That's why it's showing the latest message. Then it's a drop down box, a checkbox is showing push. So it's like if selected is true, if it's false, then it will be not, like this one is false and this one is selected. So this way, like in the code, this way. So default is true, that's why it's selected. If we make it false, then we need to write here false. So if it is false, then these steps will not working. If it's true only, then these steps will be work. Okay. So now if I learn instead of latest, if we run v1 and click build now, see what's going on. So it's run. So go to the log, console output. So now you can see building Docker image v1. So because we are putting v1, where is the code? This one. Okay. So this one. Okay. So building Docker image with tag. Now we type v1. That's why params.image tag is showing v1. Okay. Then when we run with checkbox, because we mark the checkbox selected. That's why it's working this step. So this step is same. Beginning Docker image. So same. Building Docker image with tag, the tag name which we type v1. Now run the code again and we don't select the checkbox, then we can see that steps will not working. So let me, so here two steps you can see. Suppose step is this. Okay, now let me run that again. So build now with parameters. Now we type v2 and we uncheck the push image. Now build now, and we can see the push option will be like empty. You can see this one is white color, that means this block is not working, but our script is working successfully. So 7, close output. So you can see building Docker image. So build image section is working fine. In the push section, this message will not showing, it's showing push image skip due to when condition. For when condition, this stage is skip because that condition is not fulfilled, but our pipeline is success. So basically this way we can like control our pipeline. So sometimes we want to like give some condition. If you fulfill this condition, then do this, and if you don't fulfill this condition, then do that. So in the like our program syntax, we will choose when we use if condition and when we use like if else condition. So it depends on our pipeline project. So now I want to see one thing, which is like a post block. So what is post block? Like sometimes when we complete the pipeline, if the pipeline is success, we need to send email or send SMS to our DevOps engineer and developer to make sure that your work is done perfectly. Or if the program is failed, we will also need to give them notification. So what thing we need to do after the Jenkins pipeline, we need to declare in this post section. Here I just mention two things. If success, then give the message pipeline success. If failure, then give the message is failure. When we are in a real world project, then we'll do some email command here. So here we completely what message we want to put in our email with build number, everything in the pipeline code. We can use some variable, and complete email code we can put it here. I will show that thing when we will use like real world project. Then I will show that thing also. Okay, so just let me add this one in the post section. Then we can see how we can basically add the post section. So go to the Jenkins pipeline. So let me edit the Jenkins file and make sure it will be just inside the pipeline curly braces, but outside of the stages. So this stages block is basically this. So we need to put it basically here, but post action need to be inside the pipeline curly braces, and make sure the post alignment, this alignment and this alignment are accurate. So all alignment this way. Okay, need to make sure the alignment is okay. So then if post is success, then do this. If failure, do this. Okay, so let me run this. So sometimes if indentation is not working, then we get some problem, or if any syntax error, we also get some error. Let me run this again. 17. So now make it latest now, build now. So you can see one step is coming here, declarative post action. So if you go to 8 and go to the console output, you can see the message is pipeline success, because our pipeline is success. If our pipeline will be failed, then here it will be showing the pipeline is failed. We can also get this message from here also. Like if we pop up the mouse cursor here, then you can see the log. You can click the log, you can see the message also here. So pipeline success. So this is the basically most important thing of declarative pipeline, which we want to know. There is lots of things, but I filter some of those things which are mostly commonly used as DevOps engineers. Those things are I just added in our course module. So now I'll show you one thing, how we can basically clone our private repository. So basically when we create any private Git repo, no one basically access or clone your code in the Jenkins. So for that purpose, we need to do some steps. So let me create a what is called a private Git repo. So here is already I have created a private Git repo. So yeah, like this one is 15 private. This is private. You can see this is private message, and you can see the private message. For creating just private message, when you create the a Git repo, just make sure it's private. So if you like, I don't want to create like a new project just to show you. So when you are like put anything in image and you want to make it private, just choose that one is private. Then it will be private, and I just add the readme file. That's why I select the readme one, okay, and make it public. So that's why I just create that repository private, just showing you. And make sure when the repository is private, you can see the message is private. So now no one can access this repository without the credential of this GitHub. So in the Git section, I already show you how we can create a exit key. But if you forget, just go to the icon and settings, then scroll down, then developer settings, then personal access token. Then you can click token classic, and you can create the token basically. So that token you need, because without that thing you can't access this one. So let me this is private. So let me copy this URL. So copy and just create a different pipeline. So you can understand that properly. So 15 DC PRV. So it's pipeline. So in the below section, when you choose Git, then after you put the Git, you can get some error because it's private. You can see just like cursor mouse click here, you can see it's not accessible without username and password. So for that purpose, you need to create a credential. So go to the Jenkins, open a new tab. So manage Jenkins. So here you can see one credential. So credential, here lots of credential already created. So scroll down, click system, then global credential, then add credential. Okay, here is lots of way we can add our credential. One is username, password, GitHub app, OpenShift username, password, SSH key, username and private key, secret file, secret text. Lots of way basically we can access. But for GitHub, we are using basically username and password. For username, we want to put the DevOps steps, or what username of your Git, you can put that one, DevOps steps, and make sure spelling is perfect. Then you need to put your secret key in the password section. Let me copy my secret key. So I put my password or secret key. Then we need to give a ID, like we put Day-15 DC 15. Just make sure it's identical from another one. So description I put the same. So now create. Out now you can see this one is created. Okay, let me go to the pipeline now. So in the credential section it will not come, so need to refresh this page again. So same way, we just click the CM, then choose the Git. So Git repositories, this, copy the URL. Now in the credential section you can put your Day-15 DC-15. You can see it will go on. Now in the branch, already it's main branch and Jenkinsfile is already there. So apply, save. Now if you will build, now it will be clone the code because it has username and password, everything. So let me wait few seconds. So you can see it's showing green. So go to the output. You can see it's cloning, and all data will be our Jenkins var, leave Jenkins workspace, and the pipeline name. Okay, so that's why basically we can use our private repository in our Jenkins pipeline. Okay, so let me go to the documentation. So basically these are the today's class. So that's all for today's class. So if you found this video is helpful for you, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. In the next video I will discuss some different topics of Jenkins. So up to that time, best of luck. Bye.